My lab focuses on all aspects of neuromuscular disease, neurological disease, as well as RNA biology. Some of these diseases include things like muscular dystrophies, as well as amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or ALS. The second area of the lab that we're really active in is just basic RNA biology. So RNA is this molecule that's in all of our cells. It undergoes a lot of processing and regulation. It's really important for regulating all types of cellular processes and processes in different tissues. And the third area that my lab's really focused on is combining insights from those first two areas. So how do diseases work? What goes wrong? And then how does our body and how do our cells normally function? And how do we use both of those insights to develop better therapeutic approaches for these diseases? So we're really focused a lot on a disease called myotonic dystrophy. And we're really interested in how these particular mutations cause problems in muscle, heart, and the brain. And one of the major mechanisms that causes these diseases is that these nucleotides, these DNA nucleotides, are transcribed and made into RNA. And these RNA sequences actually interact with other players in the cell, other proteins in the cell, and they inactivate their functions. They kind of act like a sponge. And this has really important implications for muscle strength. The conduction system in the heart also has really important implications for this disease in the brain in terms of things like fatigue, sleepiness, and circadian rhythms. So one of the reasons I got interested in studying myotonic dystrophy is because I have a number of family members that are affected by this disease. My lab is really focused on drawing a more defined path between basic understanding of disease mechanisms and how we're actually going to treat them in patients living with this disease. And so a big challenge in developing treatments for individuals is having solid ways to measure. This disease that we focus on, myotonic dystrophy, is actually extremely variable. So having very precise ways to measure whether something is working and whether we think that the agent is actually having an impact on the molecules in individual cells is really important. So one of the things that we've done over the years is develop very quantitative frameworks for how we could, for example, take a biopsy from a patient, measure different molecules in that biopsy, and understand exactly how severely affected that patient is. And that's been really instrumental in enabling clinical trials that are ongoing for this disease. Through these interactions, I formed a number of connections with people who were connected to resources and ability to form companies and take things into the private sector. And then combined with a very strong business and executive team, 5 co-founders got together and really combined expertise from different areas to build a gene therapy company called Kate Therapeutics. And this venture to start this company was really the product of many different people contributing in different ways. UF has many different colleges, many different departments, but that's really never been a barrier to being able to collaborate. The applications are really important, but most often the breakthroughs are coming from people who are just curious about basic processes, and they can't be emphasized enough that having a sustainable pipeline for just basic science and understanding basic processes, that's really the fuel that's going to one day translate into applications in the future.
Eric Wang is a brilliant scientist. His background from MIT and Harvard speak to that. He's world recognized as an expert in RNA transmission. But what really makes Eric special is his passion. Eric Wang isn't just a researcher doing research to get a grant and another publication. He's doing things that he really believes, and I do too, that are going to change the world and help patients around the world. So it's an honor to nominate him for this award, and the University of Florida is very fortunate to have Eric Wang.